Welcome back to another segment of Michigan Conservative Roundtable. Please like, share, and subscribe. My name's TJ. Quick reminder about our $3 $50 gift card giveaway to 3 lucky winning subscribers in the event that we hit our goal of 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. At the time of this recording, we are at 990, so just thanks everyone for supporting us. Okay? In this segment, I'm going to talk about an organization who has taken a social justice position. Now, before I get into this organization, there's 2 phrases I think most of us have heard before. The first one is get woke, go broke. Okay? I think everyone's heard that before. And there's another phrase also, and this one's been around for a while, and it's said a couple different ways. Everything that liberalism touches, it destroys, it ruins, it sullies. Okay? And this organization is the Salvation Army. Okay? Salvation Army. And a week ago this became known, and I've been thinking about it. I've been reading up on this, and the Salvation Army has put out, and I'm going to hold it right here, Study Guide on Racism by Colonel Richard Munn. He is the Director, International Social Justice Commission, and in the Salvation Army they assign rank to the leaders and executives or the people within their organization to designate where they're at within the organization, like a church pastor might be a captain. Okay? Well, this guy's a colonel. Question is he a full bird colonel? That would be the question I'd want to know. Answer I want to know. Anyways, this is a 13-page, when you print everything out, it's 13 pages, and I chose to print it out in black and white because I was not going to waste precious color ink on this gobbledygook. The very first page in this pamphlet is the Salvation Army International Positional Statement on Racism. So I think what they do is, this is where, obviously they're against racism, and you know what, who isn't, okay? But they're against racism. So 3rd paragraph down, the first sentence reads, the Salvation Army firmly believes that racism is contrary to God's intention for humankind. Now, if you're a believer, of course you're going to agree with that. Okay? Then, in the next paragraph, there's a sentence, like I'll tell you the second sentence. The Salvation Army acknowledges with regret that Salvationists have sometimes shared in the sins of racism. So it is their belief that some Christians are racist. Okay, but they leave it very vague. So, on the very next page, it says introduction. Okay, towards the end of the introduction page, it says racism can be so entrenched in institutions and culture that people can unintentionally and unwittingly perpetuate racial division. And then it says, for instance, devout Christians who naively use racial epithets or well-intentioned Sunday school curriculum that only uses white photography and imagery. And thinking back in my Sunday school, what they're saying is pictures of a white Jesus or a white Paul, or because when you think about it, they were we'll say Aramaic Jews most likely. Okay, so obviously they're going to have darker or olive-toned skin, not white Caucasians. So churches that have pictures of white Jesus or white Peter, Apostle Peter or Paul, they are unintentionally exhibiting racism. So says the Salvation Army. Let me go to the next page that I have highlighted here. Here we go. About 3/4 of the way into the pamphlet, in the section labeled Social Outcomes. And I'm going to read a few paragraphs, so bear with me here. In the section Social Outcomes, it reads, oppressed groups invariably experience poor health, housing services, reduced life expectancy, lower employment opportunities, lower high school graduation rates, increased homelessness, and more incidents of violence. So if you're poor or don't have a high school education or you're homeless, and I don't know if they mean 100% you are, but they are hinting that you very well could be. So, if you don't have a job, you could be an oppressed person. Okay? Then the next paragraph reads, the subtle nature of racism is such that people who are not consciously racist easily function with the privileges, empowerment, and benefits of the dominant ethnicity. You know what? Take a guess in the United States what the dominant ethnicity is. Thus, unintentionally perpetuating injustice. So the dominant ethnicity in the United States is unintentionally perpetrating injustice. So says the Salvation Army. And then the last paragraph from this section I'm going to read. It is important for the empowered generations, including those who inherited the cultures of their forebears, to assess their present circumstances and work towards just and equal communities. So if you grew up in a middle class or upper middle class family, you need to get things straight in your heart, or you might be a racist. So says the Salvation Army. I didn't exactly grow up rich. Does that mean I was oppressed? I don't think so, given my ethnicity, maybe. I don't know. So, in any event, and the thing with this pamphlet that the Salvation Army put out, I feel like they were trying to have it both ways. They didn't say all Christians are racists, but if you're a Christian from an upper middle class neighborhood, you just might be. And if you're to be a good Christian, you need to get your heart right. And so I was compelled to share this with everyone. And as I wrap things up here, going back to the one saying, get woke, go broke. Well, now the Salvation Army, their donations are down. People who are volunteers are down. Well, what ethnicity are these volunteers coming from? And if human nature, if mankind is as bad as the Salvation Army says we are, then think about it. Why would you want to go and contribute to an organization that is besmirching you? I'm sure you're thinking, what? I'll go help out somewhere else. See ya. So what? Get woke, go broke, and donations are down, and I don't. What I read was this pamphlet was put out, and then they quickly pulled it in. As far as its distribution, I don't know where that stands at this point right now, but I gotta wonder if they're just not trying to have it both ways. All right, trying to be politically correct. Liberalism has worked its way into this organization, and once again, a good organization has been ruined by the left. And that's it. I don't know what else I could say about this. I don't know. By all means, if you go online and research "Study Guide on Racism" by the Salvation Army, you can read this for yourself. And if you think I've misinterpreted or said something inaccurate about this pamphlet, please, by all means, feel free to set me straight, all right? So that's it. That's all I got for this one. Thanks for hanging tough, if you loyal subscribers are still viewing. And my name is TJ. I'll catch you in the next segment. As always, be safe, watch your six, and don't tread on me.